I never imagined that a single late-night talk could undo 20 years of love, joy, and loyalty. But when my wife finally spoke the truth, it felt like the floor dropped out from beneath me. This isn't just a story about cheating, it's about how one moment of honesty can shatter a lifetime of trust. Make sure to subscribe and tell me in the comments what you would have done if you were in my shoes. People used to call us the perfect pair. Emma and I met back in college. I was the quiet, keep-to-myself type, and she was the spontaneous firecracker who made every room brighter. Opposites, but somehow effortlessly aligned. We got married at 25, had 2 kids by 30, and settled into a warm little house in the suburbs. 4 years we did everything as a unit: birthdays, promotions, chaotic parenting moments, late-night dancing in the kitchen. All of it. Or at least that's what I thought. Emma always carried this spark with her. She was the type to shake me awake and say, "Let's go to the beach," or randomly decide we should learn salsa dancing. I adored that about her. She made ordinary days feel electric. But lately that spark started glowing somewhere else. Not toward me. It began gradually: extra hours at work, new outfits, more makeup, suddenly hitting the gym like it was a second home. "Just switching things up," she'd say, smiling like nothing was wrong. And I believed her, because love makes you overlook the shadows, or hope they aren't really there. One evening she said she was going out to celebrate a coworker's birthday. I didn't question it. She deserved a night out. But something felt off, her voice too light, her smile too practiced. She looked stunning in a black dress and heels she hadn't worn in forever. "You look gorgeous," I told her. She smiled back, but her eyes didn't. "Don't wait for me," she said. So I didn't, but I also couldn't relax. I flipped through channels trying not to overthink, but my mind kept circling back to her. When midnight passed with no sign of her, my chest tightened. By 1 a.m. I had called her 3 times. No answer. At 1:30 the door opened. Her hair was slightly messy, her cheeks flushed. "You're still up?" she asked. "How was the party?" "Fun. Just small talk and terrible karaoke," she answered too quickly. She kissed my cheek and went upstairs. Just like that. But sleep wouldn't come to me. Something deep inside was screaming. Weeks went by. She was cheerful but not with me. Present but distant. And one night while she showered, her phone sat on the bed. I didn't want to look. I hated myself for even thinking it. But I needed to know. I opened it with the same passcode we'd shared for years. And there he was, Adam. Messages that cut straight through me. "Last night was incredible. I miss you already. Can't wait until next time." My whole world froze. I sat there holding her phone, feeling everything fall apart. When she came out of the bathroom, she saw me instantly, saw the phone, and went pale. "Who's Adam?" I asked, my voice too calm to be real. She tried to speak, but nothing came out. Then she whispered, "It's not what you think." I almost laughed. Because it looks exactly like what I think. She sat beside me, silent, then finally confessed. "It was just once. A mistake. It didn't mean anything." I stared at the woman I had shared 20 years with, the mother of my kids, and felt like I was looking at a stranger. "One night," I said quietly, "and you destroyed everything." She cried and tried to justify it. She even brought up a joke we made years ago, a silly conversation about a free pass, if it was a celebrity. Harmless playfulness. Not an invitation to betray your family. "You really thought that joke meant this was okay?" I asked. She had no answer. Just, "I'm sorry, Ben. I didn't think it would hurt you." Those words broke me more than the cheating. I didn't sleep at all. Before sunrise, I left and went to my friend Mark's place. I told him everything. He didn't judge. He just listened. Then he said, "You don't have to choose today. And whatever you choose, you're not alone." For a week I stayed away from home. Emma tried reaching out, messages, calls, little notes, but I couldn't look at her. When I finally returned, I told her the only truth I had left. "I can't do this. Every time I look at you, I see him." She begged, offered therapy, offered to leave her job, but it was too late. Once trust is smashed like that, it doesn't just piece itself back together. We filed for divorce quietly. Split the house, the memories, the routines, the life we'd built. It felt like being torn open without anesthesia. But it was also the start of something unexpected, a chance to rebuild myself. In the months that followed, I learned who I was without her. I started running. Reconnected with people I had drifted from. I laughed again, a real laugh, not the forced one I'd been using. The hurt didn't disappear, but it softened. Because I chose myself over betrayal. Peace over pretending. Self-respect over staying somewhere love no longer lived. And if you're holding on to a relationship that's already cracked beyond repair, let me tell you this. Walking away isn't weakness. Sometimes it's the bravest way to save your own life.